Yo, this is your boy James over at XpectoGO, bringing you guys the latest and greatest in Wizards Unite content. And today we're here to vlog an Imperfect Love Brilliant Event Part 1, the Brilliant Event for the month of February. And yo, I'm excited because there's changes with the task finally. We got some switch ups, we got some masterful casts to knock out, and of course dialogue. So that's what we're going to document and yo, have some fun with it. So let's go into it. I'm opening the game now. We got the storyline. Constance popping up. Harry, I'm glad I caught you. We're getting reports of new modified Surge's behavior. Have you been manipulating Calamity again? No, at least not intentionally. Says Harry, there's always a possibility that, like the last Surge, though I may have not unknowingly done so, but I'm still not entirely convinced that's something I'm even capable of. I'm confused, says Constance. You said it yourself that the last Surge was definitely composed of your memories. Considering that this appears to be centered around Hermione and Ron, doesn't seem like that is too. What other explanation could there be? That does seem the logical explanation, doesn't it? Yet I can't help but feel that this isn't as cut and dry as it appears. Says Harry, perhaps if we investigate Surge, we'll be able to get more definitive answers about whether or not you subconsciously created it, and if so, why this keeps happening. If his memories have something to do with it, Constance is asking him that. We're going to find out, but we're going to knock out the task while finding out, which we have. Collect 2 ingredients with portmanteaus on the map. Brew from Brain Elixir 1 time, and return 12 brilliant Quidditch Keeper Ron foundables. So your boy's going to eat, and then, yo, play while eating and have some fun. So yo, let's get into the vlog. Let's do this.
Ryan Little.
Yo, I almost forgot. Death Eaters are boosted. Yo, so I am on task 2. I need Hermione's. I knocked out the XP task and the Great Spellcast cast. Yo, Hermione, I need you. I need Hermione's. But I'm about to do this class with Ando. Go over how to be a good teammate and how to play as an Auror, especially without communication. So that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. I'm going to knock that out. Alright, so yo, it is day 3 of the Brilliant Event Imperfect Love Part 1, and we are out knocking out some tasks. Just got finished working on a project for a client. Yesterday was Wizarding Wednesday and got to knock out a bunch of tasks, the night bus task specifically. Where we're at right now, I just got my last Angelina Johnson, but Angelina Johnson was the hardest task, I think, of the first 3 tasks, at least for me. I did see a lot of Rons when I was looking for Hermione's. That was a thing too. Now, task number 4. Brew 8 potions, defeat 15 formidable foes in Wizarding challenges, and recover 3 lavender brown foundable fragments. So we're going to be hitting up the night bus while fast brewing so we can get to the bonus task while we are out. So yo, let's do this. Yo, so we just finished all of the task for task number 4, basically riding the night bus and knocking stuff out. But what was funny is I was riding the night bus and stumbled upon a group of fellow witches and wizards, friends of mine, who are on the night bus with Professor Lynette, aka Wizard PhD, who is just now crossing over to level 60. Let's go. Moving on to the bonus, where we have place 5 brilliant runestone changing room page images in the registry, then earn 12,500 Wizarding XP, return 25 Legends of Hogwarts Family Foundables, use 12 potions in Wizarding challenges, and perform 10 masterful spell casts. I'll see you guys on the other side, knocking out the bonus assignment. Let's go. Yo, so we are on the 5th day of the Brilliant Event and Imperfect Love Part 1. And yo, we have flown through the bonus assignments. As you can see here, I knocked out the earn 12,500 Wizarding XP. That was just easy to come by, just returning foundables. The return 25 Legends of Hogwarts Family Foundables. Yo, George was coming in clutch. I placed him twice already. And then performed 10 masterful spellcasts. Again, George coming in clutch. I was surprised how well I was spellcasting or tracing the glyphs for Finite. Angelina Johnson was helpful. Ibublio was clutch. Like, all the ones that I didn't even think of were coming in clutch. We are going to place the 5 images and review the dialogue for part 1. We're going to work from right to left placing and see and react what's good. So let's see what happens when we place Ron's favorite cat. Harry coming in. You know the adage about pets and their owners resembling each other? A case could be made for Hermione and Crookshanks, at least from a personality perspective. Crookshanks was incredibly smart and perceptive, a bit stubborn and bossy, wow, perhaps, but affectionate to and protective of those he cared about. He was always after Ron's rat, Scabbers. Of course, it turned out to be Crookshanks. Had good reason for that, but at the time, I couldn't help but laugh at how much it reminded me of Hermione and Ron's own dynamic. Wow. Hermione's boy. I don't think these foundables are made up of my memories. When I create a surge, I always feel a sense of wholeness every time a foundable is returned, like I've been returned with a missing piece of myself. But we've returned multiple foundables now and nothing. I can't say I feel the sense of unease that comes from having a memory stolen by the calamity either. Here comes Constance. Curious. It is possible that these memories are so minor that you didn't notice them being snatched and returned? Ooh. This is the calamity we're talking about, so I'm reluctant to dismiss the idea outright. It's certainly true I haven't thought about Cormac in years, but I think the more likely explanation is that this isn't my surge. That's what I thought. I was like, yo, this is Hermione's or even Ron's. But if you're not the one influenced the calamity, who is? And why are they interested in your friends and schoolmates? If the unforgivable is controlling this and trying to get something from Harry, it could be maybe getting clues from Ron or Hermione. Lavender Brown says, Harry, I haven't thought about her in some time. She and Ron dated in 6th year, you know. Hermione would get so flustered whenever they snogged in public. Snog kissing. Looking back, I think that's probably when Hermione realized that just how much she cared about Ron. is not an exaggeration then to say that Hermione's memories of Lavender Brown are an integral part of her and Ron's history as a couple. I suppose you could say that, says Harry. Couldn't you? Come to think of it, all these foundables could be tied back to Hermione and Ron's relationship in some way. Yo, it's about Hermione or Ron. Either the Valentine's season's got the Calamity feeling romantic, or there's something more to the surge we're not yet seeing. Oh, Ron comes up. Harry, something odd just happened to me. Hermione warned me against taking her to the Three Broomsticks for Valentine's Day. Harry, there's nothing odd about that. Ron, you subjected Hermione to the Three Broomsticks 5 years in a row. I'm surprised she hasn't trans-chickened you into a toad by now. I thought it was romantic, says Ron. At any rate, Hermione's message isn't what's odd. What's odd is how I received it. Remember when I could suddenly recall a conversation with Grimm that I couldn't possibly have had? It was like that, like someone had mucked about in my head. It sounds like Hermione implanted a false memory in your foundable. But that shouldn't be possible unless Hermione can control it? Yo. Let me find... Can she control the Calamity now, like Harry? Funny story, at Jenny and I's wedding, a few of my friends and former classmates admitted that they wondered if Hermione and I would end up together. A lot of people did. Hermione's a great friend. I probably wouldn't be here now if not for her, but we never would have worked out. Ron's a much better compliment for her. Here comes Constance. Speaking of Hermione, have you talked to her recently? Seems she barely leaves her office these days. Apparently she's working on an important project and doesn't want to be disturbed. I tried prodding her for details, but she was very... Yo, she's figured out how to control the Calamity. I'd bet my wand she's working on something for Ron for Valentine's Day. No, she always did strike me as the secretly romantic type. Okay, here comes Hermione. Harry, I did it. I knew it. I manipulated the Calamity and started this surge. It took longer than I'd hoped to sort the magic out, but I finally did it. That's brilliant, Hermione, says Harry, though I don't know why I'm surprised. If anyone's capable of it, is you. Yeah. So why isn't she the first one to manipulate the Calamity? Anyway, here comes Hermione saying, you were right though, it isn't easy. I thought the Patronus charm was difficult, but this is on an entirely different level. Still, it was worth the effort. Adversaries prove the unforgivable are growing stronger. Combating their influence on the Calamity is only going to get harder. At least now I can help. You don't know how appreciative I am of that. We have reason to believe multiple members of the Unforgivable can manipulate the Calamity. It will be good to have another person on our side who can, says Hermione. Though I think I'll try to guide the next wave in a less personal direction. The Valentine's Day fever had me convinced that pulling memories of Ron and I's early days was a good idea, but now that is out on display for a whole world, well, to say it's embarrassing is a bit of an understatement, isn't it? So Hermione can control the Calamity. So we got two cats that we know of, at least on the task force, Hermione and Harry. Yeah, that dialogue was just like when Harry was gone and then he came back and was able to control the Calamity. Why hasn't Hermione figured this out? What does the Unforgivable want with Harry though? They've been messing with him like a lot. A lot of this stuff, particularly the adversaries, have been tied to Harry particularly. So what do they want? That's the question.